Guys, this just didn't come about with me starting trad bow hunting basically last year. I mean, I've been a compound bow hunter since I was about 14 years old. And I had people that I hunted with, a lot of them kin people, that they would buy their arrows and they would weigh them. They would weigh the inserts, they would weigh their tips, they would weigh their fletching, they would weigh their knots. And if their arrows was a couple grains off, they would put these 4 in this batch and say, well, this is what I'm going to sight my bow in and hunt. And this one here would be a little batch that's 10 grains difference over here in this batch. And, well, then you got your old rugged batch here that's 25 grains difference, kind of spaced out. And you know what I always told them? You ain't a good enough shot to know the difference in any of them. You're not that good. You're not in the Olympics. You're not no professional shooter. The average person cannot tell the difference. And this is what the video is about. Okay guys, I just shot 12 arrows, different weight arrows, 6 different targets, different distances. Black hunter longbow that stays outside. It's been outside I know for 4 weeks, strung up, in the rain, whatever. But we're gonna look at these shots. So the first shots was right under the target. And actually that first arrow was a 250 grain arrow. And the second arrow is a 400 grain arrow. Yes, I was so-called shooting at that dot, but shooting at a deer, I mean, the deer's gonna flinch and get you off worse than that. And we're gonna go over here to this target. 9-yard target. 400 grain arrow, 500 grain arrow. Now we're gonna go to the deer what's that, I think was 7-yard target. Now I don't know if y'all seen that in the video, but this shot right here is one of them things that I practice out of my stand that I still let happen. I let my bottom limb nick that stand and it threw that arrow down. So I shot another one here, 400, 500. And then we out here to about a 15-yard shot, 400, 500 grain arrow. And guys, y'all look at that and y'all say, well, this is closer. Well, I'm sorry. It may be closer, but that ain't because of the arrow. I mean, I could shoot this arrow again, and it may be down here and shoot this arrow and be dead center. I ain't that good a shot. And this is the point I'm trying to prove on this video. And then we got a 13-yard shot. I only shot one shot because I used my second arrow over there when I hit my limb, but that was a perfect shot. 400 grain arrow. And then we have another one here about 9 yards. 2 400 grain arrows. 9 yards, about the perfect shot for a deer. So you may be saying, what's the point of this video? Well, this video's kind of chopped up, made in pieces. I started backwards. I started out with shooting 2 different pound bows, and that's what I'm finna show y'all now, and it'll explain a little bit about the situation while I finish shooting this afternoon. .400 grain arrow. 250 grain arrow. Damn near touched. 500 grain arrow. Ain't that far off. Well, good hot afternoon, guys. Thanks for dropping in, guys. Today I'm out here and just playing. This here is the little Deerseeker. Some of y'all may remember this bow. It's been hanging out here on this rack for weeks in the rain, heat, left strung up. And I decided this was a 45-pound bow, and I sanded the limbs down and turned it into a 35-pound bow. Just so my grandkids could have a bow. When they get a little older off these toy bows, they step up and start shooting this. But today, just for giggles and kicks, or kicks and giggles, however you want to say that, I got a 250 grain arrow, a 400 grain arrow, and a 500 grain arrow. Now I ain't bare shaft tuned these to this bow other than this 250 grain. But the point of this video is, people's making too big a deal, especially some of the hunters out there that want to be hunters, but they watching all these other trad bow shooters that 3D shoot and go to the Olympic shoots and all that. It ain't that hard to tune an arrow to any poundage bow. Now yes, if you shooting 45 yards and 3D shooting and dot shooting, you might need to try to bare shaft tune all your arrows, but I'm showing y'all I got 3 different arrows here, and I'm just an average Joe. And I think 90% of the world are average Joes. We're gonna be shooting at 12 yards, and I'm just shooting these 3 different weight arrows. Now I ain't expecting, this ain't about showing y'all that I'm a great shot or something. I'm not. But as far as shooting a deer or something, it's gonna be in there. But these 3 different arrows, and now in person, I know y'all on camera, you ain't gonna see the flight, but you ain't gonna see no different in flight. But yeah, they different lengths, different point sizes, different spines, different weights, but they will shoot through the same bow. Now, what do you want to hunt with? No, you don't want to hunt with a 250 grain arrow. I ain't trying to say that by no means. I'm just trying to prove a point that people go too berserk over trying to get their bows to shoot perfect when a lot of time it's them that's causing the issue. So we're gonna shoot. That was the 250. Now we're gonna walk up there and look as soon as I shoot this. This is the 400. Now this is the 500. Now we're gonna go look at this. I ain't cutting the camera off. Now that's at 12 yards with a 35-pound Chinese made bow. 3 different airs, 3 different spines, 3 different weights. I mean, guys, for the average deer hunter, because you shouldn't be shooting a deer over 15 yards with a trad bow, I don't care, unless you sure enough somebody. I mean, and now we're going to turn around and do this with the Black Hunter Longbow. We'll show y'all it's a 40-pound bow. Alright, so now we're going to put the 35-pound Deerseeker, and we're going to get the Black Hunter Longbow, and it's a 40-pound, which is my draw weight's a little over 40 pounds. Actually, this bow's a little under 35 because it's about 35 at my draw length, which is somewhere around a 29. So now we finna shoot this 250 grain air, 12 yards. Now we're gonna shoot the 400 grain air. Now we're gonna shoot the 500 grain air. Now we're gonna go look at them. Guys, that's the first time I shot this bow today. So there you go, the height is all the same. I didn't change nothing about my shooting. Now apparently I done something a little wrong with the 250, it shot to the left. Which a little weak spine on a 44-pound bow could make it shoot to the left. But anyway, guys, the point of my video is here, there's so many beginners getting into trad bow. And most of them, yeah, they may go hunting. They may go hunting 1 or 2 times. They may turn into loving it. They may just be backyard shooters. Gnats is eating me up out here. But the point is, there's so many videos out there with these more, some of them are professional shooters. Some of them just think they're professional shooters. Some of them just has, I don't know, they just want to be too precise on everything, to where the average backyard shooter, target shooting, if I stuck with one air, it don't matter if it's this 250 grain, this 400 grain, this 500 grain, these are 3 different brand airs, 3 different fletchings, 3 different inserts, 3 different weight tips. If I stuck with one of these, with either one of these bows, and just practice shooting. So like right now, I'm mainly shooting this air right here. I brought these out here to prove a point. The point is, you could learn to shoot with any one of these. The internet is costing people so much money and driving them crazy when they need to learn to shoot the bow before they worry about how good the arrows are. It'll take one hell of a terrible arrow to make you a bad shot. What I mean by that, you can take a $30 a dozen arrow. I ain't got none, but you could buy your $300 dozen arrows. And if you can't shoot the bow, you're just wasting your money. Learn how to shoot first. The arrows is better than you are from the beginning. I don't care what price you pay for them. And these Chinese $99 bows. Anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thanks for dropping in. See y'all on the next one.